SoccerBallz with me, Comfort Keswa, Sean Wilson, and Mark Fish. Right on the line, we have Brandon from Top Odds. It's tokodds.com. That's their website, and they are the betting feature, the betting site which sponsors our betting feature. And Brandon, how's it?
Comfort, how's it, man? How are you?
Awesome, and you?
Good, thanks.
Lucky. Brandon, a lot of games this coming weekend. Football wise, everything has kick-started. We're talking English League. It started. The Spanish League has started. The Bundesliga as well, and the PSL. There's a whole lot of games. Where can you point us?
Well, yeah, we know the Premier League got underway. A few interesting results that have started, but the games this weekend, obviously the pick of the weekend, and where I'd like to start off firstly would have to be Everton versus Chelsea. Everton have been. I know I chatted about it with Mark last week or the week before, and they've actually impressed me. Everton. I know we said that they might not have the same season, but now they've signed Samuel Eto'o. And Joe, they come up against Chelsea. They are at home. Alan Bookmaker and World Sports Betting have Chelsea up at favourites. That is 11 to 10. Everton, with both bookmakers, that's Alan Bookmaker and World Sports Betting, out at 5 to 2. So let's get some expert opinion. I personally think Chelsea will win the game. I'm being very impressed by Chelsea, although they did battle to score at home against Leicester. But yeah, I think Chelsea will win this.
Yeah, I think last season Chelsea they lost to Everton and drew with them, I think, as far as I can remember. So Everton's one of their teams that always gives them a tough run. And if they get do you say Chelsea is at home? Chelsea?
No, it's away. It's at Goodison.
Goodison. No. Well, I think that's going to be a draw. I think that Arsenal were very fortunate to score literally at the death to get an equaliser.
Very.
But I think it's pros and cons where Arsenal normally. You would probably see them not go on to get an equaliser. So it was a good character builder for them. But Chelsea, I think it's going to be a tough one. And I do think that, as you said, the Everton team thus far surprised me and has surprised all you as well. And the bookmakers, yeah. I would put a bit of money on the draw, even Everton winning.
I think.
Yeah, well, if you like the draw in that game, like Mark does, the draw is 5 to 2 with Alan Bookmaker and World Sports Betting. So you get a pretty good return on that investment, Mark.
I think there might be value in that, 5 to 2. Also, as well, looking at this fixture, I mean, this is Chelsea's first real test of the season. I mean, they had a relatively gentle start. It was Burnley away in their opening game and Leicester at home. That's two promoted sides from the stuff still getting used to the pace of the division. So while Chelsea might have looked solid, this is a fixture that goes quite a few notches up, I would say. Everton away at Goodison. That'll be interesting. I suppose it's...
Yeah, definitely. I do agree with you there. I don't think Leicester City's a pushover this season. I think they're a better side than we think they are. To win that championship is difficult. But yeah, like you said, this should be a step up for Chelsea, and I'm still going to put my money on Mourinho and the boys to win it. So.
Yeah.
And the Liverpool Spurs game on.
Yes, yeah. Liverpool Spurs. That's also a massive fixture. I think that's on Sunday.
Yeah.
At 1:30, and yeah, the bookmakers have no real favourites in this fixture. Spurs are at home. Both bookmakers, that's Alan Bookmaker and World Sports Betting, have Tottenham up at 16 to 10, and Liverpool just a little bit better up at 17 to 10. So it's a very, very close fixture, this, and I think rightly so. It's hard for me to pick a winner. Maybe Spurs at home should have the slight edge.
I think we touched on it earlier. Spurs have got off to a fantastic start with the new coach. Liverpool, a little bit obviously indifferent performance against Southampton, but still went on to win. And costly mistakes against the Man City, who we think is going to be thereabouts, more than likely lift the title come the end of the season. Liverpool, I think last season they won 5-0 at White Hart Lane. So we don't expect that to happen again. But, once again, it'll be an interesting one. And I think Liverpool will be happy with a point there.
Yeah, most definitely. I think Liverpool's test was obviously against City, and City. I don't think City were great in the game. I think Liverpool probably could have got something from it if they played a little bit better. They had a few chances in the first half that they should have taken, but it just shows you that the quality of City in this league. They didn't play well, and they still had a resounding victory. So I think Liverpool are, and when the Champions League starts, they're going to be found short once again. I think this Tottenham side's better than they were last season. I think these signings, I think they made 7 signings last season, Lamela, guys like that, and they're starting now to gel as a team. And I think this Southampton manager who's gone there now, Ponchetta's got them right. And this is going to be a very, very difficult game for Liverpool. And I agree with Mark. I think they'll be happy with the points.
Leaning towards that as well. I think Pochettino means business at Spurs this year. I'm not sure if it's top 4 cracking because we still have to see Spurs. This is Spurs' first really big test this season as well. I would say. I think it was QPR away when and I mean playing QPR at home is one thing, putting them away 4-0 is another. So this is kind of a few gears at Spurs. I think I think if you offer a point to Liverpool now, they'd probably earn an arbit and probably think to take it.
And what sort of odds would you get on Man United v Burnley? I mean, Burnley's it's just down the road from Man United, not far at all. It's nearly a local derby, if you want to call it.
They lost the last time they played there.
So Burnley fans will be up for it, and Man United fans, well, they just want to see. Probably Di Maria might be involved. Would want to see him. That's the early kickoff. What sort of odds would you get on Burnley to beat Man United?
Well, you're actually getting quite respectable odds. I mean, 2 years ago, you'd get probably 10, 12 to 1 Burnley to beat Man United. The bookies have halved those odds. That's Alan Bookmaker and World Sports Betting. They've got Burnley up at just over 5 to 1.
Sure.
Now, based on Man United's recent results and the battling to beat MK Dons, I'm not going to put any money on Man United at 6 to 10, and that's with both bookies to beat Burnley. Van Gaal waiting to get his first win. They're just unimpressive. They don't know what they're doing at the back. They have no creativity going forward. Maybe Angel Di Maria will change that. For 60 million, he better. Yeah. It's just going to be a very, very difficult game for me to put any money on Man United so short. But I do think Van Gaal will get his first win this weekend. It might be a brave thing to say on radio, but it's going to be very difficult. I don't know what Mark thinks of Man United.
No, it's just a brave.
I'm not impressed.
It's just. I'm sure you're not, and it's not a brave thing to say. Any Man United fan is hoping for their next win. So against Burnley, what sort of odds would you get on the draw? But I do think Di Maria is a fantastic signing. I think he will create a lot of or bring a lot of creativity along with him, and that's why they've signed him. United still need to sign a couple of more players to actually be the formidable team that all Man United fans want to see them. But what sort of odds would you get on the draw?
The draw with both bookmakers, that's Alan Bookmaker and World Sports Betting, is at 3 to 1. Generally, your draws in the Premier League are 5 to 2, so it's a little bit better than that. And it might be interesting. It might be interesting here, and Burnley might just get something. The way United have been playing, but sure, I'm not putting my money on Man United, and that's from a Man United fan.
I think it is.
We can hear that in your tone of voice when you talk Man United. It just goes into depressed mode.
I think there's a bit of value there. 3 for 1 for the draw. Gotta say, I think it's value.
If I had advice to any punters, I'd stay away from Man United fixtures this season. You never know. Burnley could come and win the game, and then you lose your money. But if you look through all the fixtures, I mean, another game that pops out. It's West Ham versus Southampton. West Ham getting a very good win away last week. And Southampton, we know, losing their manager, losing a lot of players. I think Sam Allardyce will be looking at this game and thinking maybe he can get 3 points out of this one.
No, I'm sure he will. I mean, obviously, as you said, a good way. When at home, West Ham fans, that's what they demand to make sure that they keep their status in the league. I'm one for thinking that Allardyce is still going to be one of the first managers to be fired. Obviously, we're not talking about Tony Pulis because he's left before the season actually started. But West Ham, you'd think that Allardyce wants to definitely win that match. And Southampton, well, we're not sure what we're going to get because new team, new everything. And someone's just shown basically finger to cut my neck off. So basically, I mean, we are done. Sorry, man. Brandon, thanks for all the information. I was actually we can just sit and chat in Man United and how much enjoyment we get seeing what's happening to them. But thanks, Brandon, once again, and we'll hopefully speak to you next week again.
I'm sure you guys. Thanks a lot, guys.